remember what you said. So you asked a question about who gonna monitor the maintenance of the road.
Yeah, and the penalties for substandard work. Yeah.
Well, the warranty where them have on the road and them have a month, 3 month maintenance policy or something like that. I don't remember exactly, don't quote me, but they have a policy where they have maintenance with them and them allocate funds for maintenance program, so to maintain the roads, not just to fix the road then. Like everybody has said, dig up. Yeah, because we know say environmental issues can cause the road them to dig up and everything there. And we know say, for example, we have a vehicle like the truck them a drive and drop off all things on the road and all kind of elements people use on the roads. And so we have dealing with climate, we have dealing with environment, and we have dealing with people when it comes down to the road. When we see when a man get unalive, people come out and put fire to the asphalt, and you know so that will cause deterioration and everything. So when them have a maintenance thing when they maintain the road. See? And they were maintain the road. That's the reason why them did a whole assessment of all the roads in Jamaica. Them did an assessment of all the roads in Jamaica. I think they go up to 27,000 kilometers of road that them assessed. And them say, yo, you know what? We're going to stop the pitchy. What we're going to do? We're going to dig up back some of them road here and put in proper drainage system. We're going to make certain the water commission comes simultaneously and put in the pipe them in the areas where them not have to dig up the road if a pipe bursts and them thing. Think previously pipe bus man come dig up the road, it deteriorate into some big manual. So that's one of the things when they put in that implemented. Second, when it comes down to the school bus system now, right? School bus was always in Jamaica. Now we just have a more operation we are run where more school buses will be in the system. Why? Because we have seen the plight of students. Remember when I got overland and because everybody are rushing going at the bus and I push down people and them something there. The bus run over one of my schoolmate head up overland. Zane, that's and all the way at school people never look at that and look at the man right that's a spread out. We see already where a little girl to come to school with the bus run over her foot and she had to come to school and amputated one of the foot. We see them thing there. We see how a taxi the other day with 20 odd students in a taxi virgin. So I think the initiative that is placed in the system now for the bus them come, the school bus come, so the bus will pick you up here. So this is the zone, the school bus zone. It come and it picks you up, yeah. I don't think we're gonna immediately have a system like America where so boom, the red sign come out and so everybody have to stop and you can't go more than 15 miles per hour and they're sitting there in another zone, they have railway, so forth and so on. I think those things will come along. But what is a dire need right now for the children in Jamaica? Yeah, the dire need is for the children to have a transportation where I move them from point A to point B, and not only just a transportation, but a transportation to ensure that they're on the bus. A transportation when they go in at the bus, they know say yo, it's a school settings. It's not a bus where girl in at the bus are jumping and conductor, lap and driver, feel up like a picnic and all them something there and green arm over this and mash up the picnic can't breathe. We know say yeah. The children now have been properly monitored by cameras. The schools in Jamaica approve of this system. Even the taxi operators them in Jamaica approve of these systems. We on the internet are playing politics with this system and talking about the age of bus and transmission and engine and all this. The children them, if you see them face when they go to the bus and go to get in at the bus, you can feel the joy. And that is what is more important. I remember your next question because you asked so much of it.
More important.
Yeah. So the last. Yeah, so the last
one, the ambulance system.
The last question was what?
Is it
Is
more
all
important
this
than
benefiting the poor?
Illusion. I'm in a minute. Is it more important or more beneficiary than the ambulance system, which needs to be structured?
The ambulance system is very important, but where we're coming from with ambulance and everything, the Virgin, I think they imported some ambulance the other day. But of course, remember say stages do the thing, first thing we have to remember now, we can't do things without money, bro. Remember say we have to walk and borrow money from people. Remember say Trinidad all run one time we borrow money from Trinidad and run like dog, So what this government has done, well, we cut the deficit, right? We cut the deficit, the amount of money we owe in half. That means that we have more money to spend in the country. So some things we couldn't address now, we can address them, hospitals, road, all of them things there. But the government take out lease out the airport foreign companies or foreign bodies. When them do now, them take like like a lump sum for the people in layman terms, and get that now without have to borrow money from foreign stringent loans. Them take the money from the people them in advance and use it now to spend back in the country. At the same time, when we have more money to spend on things, on initiatives, it's better for we than have no money to spend, because when you have borrow, you have to think about pay back the money there, so you can't have the money to spend in the country. So IBN was talking about, car where imported and the duty of a car and all them things. Yeah, them things they factored in, but guess what? Jamaica, 3 million odd people, Virgin, is not a place where we can run without money. We need money to run the country. So it's not more important, ambulance or school bus. There's no greater importance on either one of them, because people do get sick. Yeah, but me think that our children are the future, and if the children them, can get a bus designated to carry them up to some places, when we see parents have to come down 4:30 and them have to make certain, so them get the bus have to make certain, so them child get on a bus have to go up to some far hill. And we have 1 or 2 school bus designed to carry them up in the morning, brother, and bring them down the evening. I think so that's a plus for the government. I think that's something we should encourage. If we think that the bus are too old, as the sister did I say, or the Virgin did I say, we need to do better too, and assist in ways of paying with taxes, do and all them things that do, and so we can help to make the country a better place to, and we they are foreign to. Send some money to Jamaica for the program with the government. For the government have a program in Jamaica we really like. This program is a funding for children, poor people. Yes, just talks about poor people. The program is a funding, a fund for children and path program or children with the state. When them do them create a fund. When me, you, all of us can donate money to that fund. That means when I get a youth, a poor youth, a youth, a grow up in poverty, a youth under the state reach 18, the government said to him, say, this after you, go and invest in a piece of land, go and invest in a farm, go and invest in whatever initiative them see that is basically profitable or would make sense. The government have that now for the youth them, we're born after independence. So, them things I'm thinking, the youth them are parents are born after independence.
So
Mr.
Churchill, give him 2 balls to juggle. The question was asked, which is more important, the ambulance service or the bus service? And the host actually, hold on the Vegas man, the host asked the question, so we are giving you 2 balls to juggle now. If the kids are not able to go to school because they don't have any bus, or the parents pass away because they don't have ambulance, where does that leave the country?
And is this bus system free? Is it free?
No, it's
the bus system. The bus system.
Hold on, I want to say one more thing to him real quick. Then me just
let me answer IBN.
I'll give him a box.
Before
go on.
IBN is trying to use hypotheticals, and I'm not using hypotheticals here. What we have currently, we have a program currently where buses are transporting children who were refused transportation because taxis were rather to pick up buses and leave them at the bus stop or leave them at the taxi stand. That is important, and we cannot go. You see, this is a losing argument for anyone who doesn't go through the things that poor people go through on a daily of them children getting to school. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. But I think the PNP administration, the argument should have been.
Talk PNP, man. When I ain't about no damn dirty PNP. Ras them.
The other part.
No, we don't give no fucks about no administration. None. You said there was bus run over. Well, you said bus run over student at your school gate when they run for go up on the bus. Was there an ambulance available to take them to the emergency room? The accident that unalive a few children the other day, was there ambulance available to take the casualty to hospital or the injured? So which of them is more important, the ambulance service or the bus?
They're equally important. And of course, if you have a bus system, of course we need more ambulances. Of course, we're not going to deny that. The government will tell us that we need more ambulances, bro. We're not denying that. We're not eat that, bro. Of course, we need more ambulances. We need more of everything in Jamaica. We need more. We need more beds in the hospital. Then we need expansion, and that is.
Well, I think the ambulance system is more important than the bus system still.
The ambulance system. Well, guess what? If you believe that children, should keep, forcing them ways into bus and drive.
No, the reason why I say that, Mr. Vegas, because I'm speaking from a father of a sick child point of view. So I live in an area where my child suffers from asthma. And
let me finish before
he's getting so hold on. 1 second, let me say something. He gets some severe attacks sometimes, and the pump and whatever things I have can't work. And sometimes it takes me in like 3 o'clock in the night, it happens. And I have to get up and try to get a taxi. There's no ambulance to call, right? I got to try get up and try go down the road and get a taxi to try get my child to the hospital. You see what I'm saying? So I would think the ambulance system would be more important.
They're both equally important.
You're and I agree with you. You're equally important.
No, I beg. It is more. More.
I think this don't need to stop compare them. I don't really think it matters. Honestly, it's a nonchalant argument.
It's a nonsensical argument. Hear this now. If we're going to say ambulance more important, all right, let's say we get enough ambulance. So all right, cool. So we are create work for the ambulance then. That means that we are foreseeing that more children are going to be pushing to go in the buses and the buses are going to drive off and injure them. So we're going to need more ambulance. So let's not foresee that. Let's not hypotheticalize the argument to say, oh, we need more ambulance. That means
we do need no. We need more ambulance because of the situation that is going on already. There's multiple people being injured in Jamaica. Lots of people being injured in Jamaica, and we need ambulances. Ambulance is needed now.
Listen. I can counter your argument with more buses equals less accident of buses injuring children. Can we say that?
But the ambulance is not gonna. It's not just for a sick. It's not just for bus injuries.
The ambulance is not just there, and the ambulance is not there for children. Yeah, you have you have the elderly who have emergency. Hold on. You have the elderly, the shut-in. You have all sorts of other illnesses other than accidents on the road.
If we're moving the argument tonight, I can go where we don't want to go. Because we're not switching. We're not churching.
That's why I don't know if we stop it, brother. Because I don't want to waste road.
We know from the school bus system we are talking about. I want to go now to everybody now. We include old people. Everybody know. Of course, we need more ambulance. Somebody now get that, bro.
Can I jump in here? The status of Jamaica. We are at a position where we cannot satisfy all the wants and needs that we have right now. So, of course, some things are going to be left behind. And when the government propose programs and we vote for this government, it means we approve of those things. So, while there are not enough ambulance, there are also not enough school buses, there are not enough good roads, there are not enough good people in leadership positions. So we are developing countries, we're not mature. So we can't satisfy everything one time. We have to understand that. Now, Illusion asked the question.
We're still trying to define which one is the most important to work towards. That's what we're trying to define. Which one is the most important to work towards? You're right, we can't satisfy all, we can't fix all the problems at once. But we need to identify the most important problems.
And Kimani,
you're saying
you may have something that's a higher priority on your list, and it may not be the same for other people. The one thing I can say to Kimani, and I have children who have asthma. If you need to get a taxi, you need to have a personal number for some of these people. So
don't get me wrong. The problem is already fixed.
Okay. All right.
I solved the problem myself.
All right. Let's move on. Illusion asked the question about the bus. If it suits poor people, the bus system is going to overwhelmingly satisfy the poor class of Jamaica. And the cost on the bus is $50 each way. Right now, I have a son going to a school, one of the better schools in Jamaica, and it cost me $2,500 per day. Do you hear me? $2,500 per day it costs me currently. Yeah? So it's geared toward satisfying the needs of poorer class of people in Jamaica. And a lot of the programs that the government is doing, when the government is offering stipends so that people can go to hard trust and get a skill, it's not going to cost them. That is geared toward poor people. When the government is offering NIS for people who have never worked a day in their lives, that is geared towards poor people. So your bias illusion is coming through and through. You must understand.
Churchill, hold on, Churchill. Just one thing. Don't let it be personal. She asked an honest question. She don't hate nobody. So
okay,
answer her question without beating her.
Right.
It's a question she has.
Right.
It's a concern. And the next thing, hold on. Everybody in Jamaica work. You might not be formally employed. So when you say the government is offering NIS to some people who have never worked a day in their life, that is not true. And everybody, whether or not you're formally employed or not, you have to pay taxes in Jamaica. GCT, you pay GCT every time you dip in your pocket. So you pay taxes.
no,
So let's just be honest.
IBM,
Nobody personal. It's
IBM.
not personal.
IBM, this is where you're wrong. I'm telling you right now that the government is offering a NIS for people who have never worked a day in their lives. That means they have never paid taxes.
I'm not talking about you don't have to work to pay taxes, Churchill. I'm saying the minute you dip in your pocket. The minute you dip in your pocket.
System, innit?
Right, and that sounds like we are becoming a communist country, by the way. Everything the government involved in. One of the things I'm asking Jamaicans to do
That sound like
is
it's
to
a
be
good thing, though.
governed.
I've been like,
No,
if they're
no.
gonna put
The more
initiative
you
for
cater,
people
no.
that never worked, like you know,
No.
say I put people at Jamaica,
But you're
if you
encouraging unproductivity. Naya, you're encouraging
but then everybody have a
unproductivity.
trade. We gotta look at the people them who don't have a trade, who never even
Yes.
into school, like them don't have the resources. You know, we can't leave them behind. The government shouldn't leave them behind, right? So they have to set up some form of system.
I understand
Like
with that part, because they're still citizens, so they should be left behind.
Yeah, that is the whole idea right now. But that should improve in the future, you know, because right now Jamaica is short of the labor force is very scant right now, and that's what the government is trying to encourage people to get skills because we're short of labor.
Here's what I'm saying. What I'm discouraging though, when people ask questions, that doesn't mean that they're open for attack.
All right,
I have a concern. I have a concern. I ask a question. Doesn't mean that you're a liberator or PNP. I ask a question.
All right,
Simple.
I get your point, IBM. I get your point, man. I want to finish what I was saying. So to answer Illusion's question, a lot of these programs are geared so that the poorer class of people can have something to look forward to. And all that the government is offering, you know, everything cannot be done one time. But what it does is offer us hope that we see things that are going on and every person not going to get the benefit right away. But it offers us hope. So if this government is doing these things, maybe my time will come, whichever neck of the wood you live in, right? We don't have all the resources to do everything. And I tell you what, even with the Spark program right now, if we had enough, if we had the capacity to do more roads right now, more roads would be done in a timely manner. But we don't have it. We don't have the capacity. So you have to do some here. And then when they finish, they go move on to somewhere else. What if we have 10 good contractors who could be employed at the same time? Then more roads will be done in a shorter time. That's one of the problems we have. Landesa.
So, Churchill, where did this bias come up that because I asked the question, will it benefit in the poor?
Here's what I want to know too, Vegas. So Jamaica's GDP growth rate, the last time I checked is around 2%, right? So with the investments them in the country based on what I listed earlier, which included that Spark program, because one of the things we didn't find in the Spark program is that them lists that the bridges, them over 55 bridges need to be fixed, but there's no capital for it, right? So, and to the first question I'm going to ask you, you kind of answer it in the sense that you mentioned regarding the maintenance program, but the brother them on the live, the brother and sister them on the live, you're saying that, you know, there's still patchy stuff going on in the community them. So from my perspective, based on what I gather from Ono, it seems as if like most of these the spending is it's more in middle to upper class areas compared to poor area. And the last question I have before me jump off of here, man, is with all of these investments in Jamaica, right? I need to know if it's gonna create a burden on Jamaica, and because me have family in Jamaica, you understand? I have to send money every week and thing, you feel me? So the country borrow money, like you mentioned earlier. Like what strategy we have in play to make sure we're not develop a society like a communist society where everybody depend on the government, you know what I mean?
The funding for the bridge them come out of the Spark program. Them allocated $100 million for fixed bridges, I think, across Jamaica. It's a partnership with them and the UK. So the $100 million program are going with that. I think one bridge when them start fix so far is Tri Bridge. So it's not tied to the Spark program. As far as the pitchy patchy what you're talking about, and only areas where affluent people are, I don't think that's the case, because I just come from CLM, and trust me, the road only well fixed and proper, brother, and a rich people hear that. So I've been to places in Jamaica as churches.
CLM, which CLM where? St. James?
Mm-hmm.
Can I add to that, Vegas?
I am going to make a farmer. I'm going to ask Vegas this as a personal favor.
Hold on,
man. Bridget, I'm not dispute none of what nobody has said.
No,
I am asking
Vegas.
Churchill, hold on, man.
I'm answering the question.
No question. Me not distort anything. I'm going to ask Vegas to join with me. I'm making a documentary starting on the 28th of July. I want to just do roads. I asked TVJ and CVM to get involved, and they did not. I asked Dean Jacksonville, and they said that we have beat that dead horse and no government. I just want somebody to start on the 28th with me so we can see by comparison. You said CLM, and that's the only reason. When you say CLM, I'm in Bourg Heights. I want to see if we're talking about the same CLM.
Actually, I was there. I even take some photo and thing. I have to look at my phone. The road is properly fixed around CLM.
Yeah. So the question asks about which road has been done. Remember, every MP across Jamaica is supposed to provide 10 roads, the roads that are most deplorable, if you will. And that's how the roads are selected to be done across Jamaica. Yeah? So it's gonna come from the MPs for every constituency where this REACH program is gonna fix these roads. I'm answering
yes.
That to say it's not selective according to rich and poor.
All right, which is fine. I am going to go to the Tri Bridge. Right now, I am like 15 minutes or less than 15 minutes from the Tri Bridge. I am going to go there. I used to go to a place called Noisy River because I was planning to set up a zip line over the Noisy River. It didn't work out since the bridge broke away 4 years ago. I am going to go there and make a video to share online the progress of the Tri Bridge, where a tractor fell in it earlier this year or late last year. No progress has been made on the Tri Bridge. But it's okay. The mayor live like 2 minutes walk, the mayor from the area. So I'm going to just start making videos because a lot of these things that are said on the media are not connected to the reality on the ground. I'm not saying it's not part of a program. I am coming. Yes. Saying that to say, Naya, the member of parliament for my community that joined on with Illusion community, the two constituents, but she was the former Speaker of the House, and she have the worst roads, no water, no hospital. The least developed constituency in Jamaica is hers currently. The least. There's no employment, no hospital, no road, no water. Undisputable. The bridge, Marissa Dalrymple, the bridge that Vegas just talked about, the Tri Bridge, that connect Manchester and St. Elizabeth with Trelawney. That's the main artery And that bridge has been out over 4 years now. Nothing has been done to it. They knock it down and start either late last year or early this year. I have the videos. My partner, she works in a very high capacity in the Jamaican government currently. And she is overseas on a contract doing something for the Jamaican government. She and I actually did all of these tours because actually when I went to visit Illusion, it was her and I who went. Facts, no drama, no lie, no time for lie, no look brownie point. I already made 2 documentaries about the conditions in Jamaica that stood out. One was mining of bauxite in the cockpit country, and the other one was how we package meat and slaughter. And I use Audley Shaw constituency Christiana and the slaughterhouse as the backdrop. And I feature, yes. Some of the reality doesn't match the language.
Again, when you said them started working on the tri-bridge?
I said either late last year or early this year. Yes.
And since the tractor fell in, there has been no work done?
No. I said when they just started it, a tractor fell in, but there's little to no progress.
The excavator?
Yes. And the guy who drove the excavator was my classmate, by the way.
Yeah, that's from last year still, but them go back. 7 months ago, the Prime Minister break grounds there still, but that was last year. Then.
Yes, right. But it's very little work done there. Very little work.
Well, on the trace, I'm just ask a question and you come in after. More ask IBM this. IBM.
Yes.
So,
yes.
JP political party been in power over the last 8 years. Since you've been there, you haven't seen no growth whatsoever.
What I see, and I'm going to tell you, you ask a question and I like your question. It's a powerful question. There's a lot of buildings being built. Private buildings and government buildings. When I talk about the development, what I'm talking about is basic infrastructure. I'm not talking about the buildings that are being put up. That is undisputable. Houses are being built. Apartments are being built. That will not affect you or I. I'm talking about you and I. I'm in Jamaica, back in America sometime, you in your country coming to Jamaica. When you come here, you don't have access to running water. It is impossible to get running water in Jamaica. And that is what I am talking about. You have no public health. If you have an emergency on the road, Vegas can tell you if I'm lying. And Vegas get an accident between where he lives to go to Cargo Studio. Dog, nyami, supper.
That's not true.
So, I'm not asking you. There's no public ambulance system. And if you go to any hospital in Jamaica, there's no triage.
That's not true because...
All right, hold on. I have seen it, Naya. This is not a debate. I am not debating. I'm not looking brownie points.
It's debatable because
I'm not debating it. I am not debating it. Vegas, I'm telling you. Let me finish. Let me make my point. It's not misinformation.
Up to 2 weeks ago, I was driving on the highway to St. Anne, and I passed a vehicle that made an accident, and there was an accident. I was an ambulance there. Also, I was on the highway the other day. Right, earlier on, I think last year, I think, and one of the tires them blew out, yeah, and I was able to make a call, and them send the emergency vehicle on the highway. So
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about highway emergency vehicle. That's not what I said. I'm talking about.
You just say on my way to Cargo Studio, and that's a highway.
I said if you meet in an accident where you are bleed, your foot broke, you have a freaking fracture or injury. I'm not talking about your car blow out a tire.
Well, yeah, but them send an emergency vehicle come transport you still though.
Naya. Hold on, Naya. Let me answer. Let me talk to Naya. Naya. Me done after this. Let me finish.
I've been. Well, Trace has been here for a minute. Just allow him to come in. I know. Yeah. Let's get everybody involved. Trace, are you here? Come on, don't mute up. Guys, that's my invite.
Can I hear me now?
Yes, we are here now.
Greetings, everyone. IBN.
There, man, my area.
What's the information you have on the tri-bridge? Because I lately joined and hear you speaking specific about the tri-bridge and excavator we fell in.
All right, do you want me? I said I live less than 15 minutes from tri-bridge.
Yeah, man,
I said very.
I love to see to IBN. So when you go there,
Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas, beg you a minute with him. Want to update me now when talk said before me come. What you say going with the tri-bridge?
I said there's very little progress made on that bridge since the 7 or 8 or 9 months they broke ground on it. Very little progress.
Why you that say that? You say that as a PMP or you say that as somebody who look on it? Which one?
I physically went down there and look. Before my partner went home.
Listen to the question again.
All right, look here. Listen, I'm answering your question. Don't make this personal. I don't know you and I don't care to know you. I'm telling you, I live less than 15 minutes from it. And this is one of the things that is destroying Jamaica. We believe, if you are accustomed to low-class leadership or low-quality leadership, nothing is wrong with that. That's what you like. I live in an environment where I have an expectation of leadership. And my expectation might be different from yours. I frequently cross that bridge to go to Niger River. And every year, 2 or 3 times, I used to bring a crew of more than 15 people across that bridge to go to Niger River. We are unable to do that for the past 4 years. That is revenue that has been taken out of that community. Wow. So if you believe the little work, when you have an accident in Jamaica, when you don't have water, the pipe don't look for you because me not getting water because you're not PNP or you're not. Me not care about that. I do not care about that. Yeah. And at the ending of the day, at the ending of the day, I am going, not even in less than 10 minutes from now, I'll be driving. So I want to get out of this live so I can go and make my video and bring it, come show everybody said the tri-bridge.
I think we're going to see man. So just head there, make sure I'm coming. I love to see progress.
Vegas, hold on.
Good.
My time to speak now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like how you're talking. Like how you're talking, how much meter away from the tri-bridge. Me no need to hide nothing. Me come from Warsaw. Warsaw me come from, so you must know how far I'm away I'm from tri-bridge. And up to Tuesday, me drive, go look on the bridge. And when you attack, yes, the contractor promised we an open site, say bridge already by July. July not finished yet. To me not think it already, fully ready by July. But when you attack, you know, if you come here, can't tell no lie. Because when you say there's little to nothing done, first thing we get a footbridge repair. The footbridge was made by people from my community and that community. Yeah, we chopped down the fig tree them. Stop telling them. As long as you not gonna try. As long as you not gonna try. Let me tell you when
the fig. Like you say, what trace. Nobody person attack trace. Nobody call him not either time man. That's reason.
Sorry.
No man, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Listen.
Hold on. You see the mayor. Hold on. The mayor. Hold on. The mayor. Hold on. The mayor is my biological cousin.
Let him finish now. IBN, let him finish now.
Community member go try and fall on tree and make a footbridge that wash way. When the contract open a try and the bridge start, they make a footbridge with steel and build 2 railing on it. Bike man ride across that. Right? And now the bridge, all of the footing of the bridge, we have every rain earlier on that year. I'm pretty working at the bridge because the bridge is Nile River. All I work with the done Nile River. Then block the river. If they don't block it properly, if I my water will come through every rain too heavy, wash away. Work did have to stop. Now every single foot in our bridge come out of the river. Out of the river up to Tuesday when we go there, them start cast the one them we set out like T. So you reach up to the top so the bridge
come on, clot your IBN.
The bridge your mind tell you. Hold on. Like T. Your mind tell you. Hold on. I drove down.
Mr. Vegas.
Man, clot your IBN.
Mr. Vegas.
Listen me. Vegas, hold on. Vegas, you want to develop. Vegas, you are looking for this to develop. Hold on. This man, I look.
More I hear this.
Yeah, if you give me 10 minutes, I am going to take the picture.
Trace,
Listen,
Trace, go on, Trace.
If you give me 10 minutes now, me leave me
Trace,
out.
go on, Trace. Enough misinformation. IBN they have spread
Good,
from man.
go right now. Hold on. Me not push no misinformation.
Yes, you are, because I'm telling
go
about
live right down there.
You're talking about carry
No,
to wash your
hold on,
Texas too. Go on,
Hold on,
Trace,
Vegas,
go on and come back, Trace. Go on and come back, we'll wait for you.
Vegas, you see? Vegas want this to develop. No.
Job motor box now. Trace, go on and come, Trace.
Vegas, you're dying for this to devolve. You want this to devolve into some tribalism. No man not clot me.
Tell him to stay
I am
by
like
life
less.
till me come back.
Go on, him ask him, man. Him not going to man. From man with their reason. Him not go away.
Let just drop your side.
So in comparison, it's fair enough that.
Drop motor box in there. No, drop motor box.
Oh, moderator, no drop one on there.
Oh, is it drop him?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who that Trace?
Wow.
All right. Hold on. Naya, let me explain something to you now. The mayor.
Alex, no
black the area.
No man, let people be free.
I don't know what the fuck wrong with Vegas. Sometimes, yeah.
I don't want to ask Mr. Vegas. Have you been to Texas here?
Yeah.
So
have you been to Texas since the flood?
Yes.
Since we have the flood?
No.
Because I live in Texas and I live about 10 miles out. 10 miles somewhere out.
That is immaterial to what we're talking about still.
All right, Vegas. Let me explain something to you.
Yeah,
the mayor for the area where Tribridge is.
Do you accept?
Shut the fuck, I'm talking. Don't ask me nothing. Me talk. The mayor for the area where the Tribridge is my biological fucking cousin. Man, I'm gonna go check all the time. He live 2 minutes from walk from the bridge. Me not ask, me not come here and look political points. Me not interested in that.
But you say I want to build a footbridge and the man just tell us a footbridge.
The first fucking footbridge. Me say the first footbridge that was built. Hold on. Yo, Vegas, you look political points. I am not looking for Bridget, me not look. I said it was me, I'm a group, a community of people.
Hold on.
So what the fuck you mean by truth? I am not speaking no lie.
IBN, stop me, bro.
From what I'm hearing.
Don't tell me to stop, man. Don't tell me to stop.
Everything has been done.
No, too much fucking political points. I did not say that.
You see what you're doing? You're
what the bomber cloud wrong with this virgin, man? Mr. Very little. Yo, man, I'm not time for life like you know.
Nothing wrong if you defend PMP.
Me not defend nobody, virgin.
You are covertly a PMP, bro. That is what you're doing.
So what? So aren't you open? Well, I'm a virgin. Aren't you openly a fucking labor right?
Yes.
So what's the difference?
No,
do I have a right to ask like I don't give a fuck. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. What you mean? Me not have a right to be who I want to be. Why do I have to be what you want to be? You said the fuck out of here.
Brother, you said it on the bridge. Come on,
Please, guys, we are adults here.
Yeah, man. It was a great conversation. We don't have to laborize.
We don't have to get.
We don't have to get that personal, bro.
Come on, man. We're all Jamaicans, brother. We all Jamaicans, same way, you know.
So we know we're passionate about
laborize cares, bro. We get off the lot. We're human beings. None of it matters. It's just a conversation.
Yeah, so let's just get back to IBN bantering, Bridget.
This is not about PNP and labor. Come on.
Leave me alone.
Don't tell me about no me and you by entering virgin. You have a right to be what you want to be.
We need some new guests into the panel. Like, understand on the request, we're gonna take down some people and bring about some people. See? We're just gonna roll.
Thanks for having me.
IBN come. You know what? IBN gonna win.
Personal.
Artists, listen, keep in mind it's not a bias, but you have to understand. You have to be emotionally intelligent, right? You have to understand that Ibn is a little bit worked up. So if he fire two bomber clock, you know it's him not mean it. And I like him disrespect you personally.
Because frustrating him.
On a level and you know what I mean?
Is that for me?
All due respect for everyone. So if you fire two bomber clock, him no say you know mean it. It's just a conversation. So if him fire one, you're not
Big shipment.
Big
shipment. Let me ask a
I'm
question.
learning a lot from both of you. I'm learning a lot from both of you.
I'm not at least upset with IBN. IBN I'm a general.
Big shipment. I have a question for Big Shipment though. Big Shipment, do you have a right to support Donald Trump if you want to?
If I want to, and I don't have to support him if I don't.
Good. Right. So hold on. If you see Donald Trump doing something good and you do not support him or you support him, do you have a right to talk about what he's doing good?
Yeah, of course. That's your right.
And if you see lack, hold on, if you see the lack,
because now I get two messages right now and only ease off for the mute now. If people know the comment, nobody mute them, bro. Just let them type up.
So why?
Man. We're just all here to try to, you know what I mean?
No, nobody know from mute. Nobody in the comments.
Yeah,
oh God,
come on.
Why is it that people in the comment though have to be personally attacking people? Why?
Don't watch the comment. Just who was on the panel.
All right, let me. Question is this now. If somebody is doing good or bad, are they above criticism?
No.
So if I want something different from what you want, should I ask for it?
Yes, 100%.
Good. If my standard for leadership is different from yours, should I settle for yours?
No.
So does that mean I'm a bad person if I don't want your standard of leadership?
Nope.
Good. Don't fucking personally attack me. I have a right to want what I want.
But this is bad.
Listen to me. If you want to, hold on. If you want to, listen to me. If you believe the shit will come out of a politician ass is good for make bread and butter sandwich, it's yours.
Can I ask you the question?
Have it.
Have it. Yes. By saying that, hold on. It's fair enough. By saying that IBM, you are supporting a political party, and he's supporting.
No, I am not
supporting the.
I am not supporting.
Let me chime in just a second. You see one of the things.
Hold on. Aren't you going to
no,
vote?
Man, I listen to you for all that time.
Can I ask something, please?
The host are talking. Maka, the host are talking.
Host attack.
Okay.
Host attack.
You're going to come in after. IBM, it's fair enough that you're supporting PNP because I saw you at a PNP conference the other day.
Yes. Of course. When PJ was, hold on. When PJ was in power, I was one of the greatest critic of PJ. When Portia was in power, I was the greatest critic of Portia. I am anti the party that is in power, always.
PNP rules, yes.
The party that is in power, I am opposed.
Anyways.
Yes.
Can I
am anti-party that is in power.
Can I get a question? Please.
No matter who's in power, you're just opposition.
No, it's Waka time.
Yes. As whoever is in power, and let me tell you why it is important for you to oppose the parties that is in power. It no matter which party in power, whether it's Democrat or Republican, PNP or JLP, you must oppose the party in power because that simply means you are settling. Everybody must step up them game.
All right, Maka time now.
Can I ask some?
Maka been here a long time. Maka, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, man. Long time. But I wonder if IBM just read out my mind and just put it out the car. Exactly this of the thing there. What I said before is that when me realize is that anytime you come on them live and you demand certain things, people have to get the feeling say aligned to the other side. Right? Me not understand why people cannot adapt the system of understanding that you employ these people to do a job. When them do one job, you move to the next one. It is not your job to talk about what good they have done. It is your job to look for which part they fall and pressure them to rise up. So if them build a road, you're supposed to move to demand in the next road. And your job to advertise the road where them build, a GIS job that your job is to demand the next road. You understand? It doesn't matter who is in power. Because me say, at the end of the day, as long as the supporters continue to be how they are now, any party in power, you'll get the same result. Because when they find out, say, people them have no sense, they're not going to do nothing. You know what I mean?
Well
So
said.
it is a very it is so basic that we cannot understand how everybody not get it. If we whole we come together and just pressure them for the next project every time, I whole we win. It's not a partisan thing. So when them build one road, me no want to hear about that again. Me want to hear about the next one. Build yet. When they run water, me no want to hear about the water run. More hear about the community when I have it yet. And that a job where them employer. We are not their friends. We don't sit and eat with them. We don't want to see them. We just want to know where next job there. If you buy one car for $10, we want to know why you couldn't get it for $5. And that a for job. You understand?
Attack them,
you
brother.
understand? We're not there to support them or to babysit them. That's not your job. Who you ever go to work yet? And your employer get 10 things to do, and you get 9 done, and him praise you for 9. He might ask you when next one day. You understand?
Can I address that?
Go.
All right. Everything we say, brother. Everything we say. Me not have no problem with what you say, you know. I mean, I think even the government have no problem with what you say either.
No problem with what I say. That's the point, you know.
The man a PNP, man.
Can I finish, please?
Me never vote in my life. Me a 40-year-old, never vote yet.
Maka attack. Let me finish now. What I'm saying is, the problem here is not demanding more, because even the government are demand more of itself. And the Prime Minister say it all the time. He say we have all the work to do. He never yet forward and say, yo, we reach everything complete. We have to stop. He never yet do that. The problem here is when you're going to say nothing has been done since breaking ground at the bridge, and somebody come on the platform and expose you that the makeshift bridge that the people built washed away, and the government built a footbridge of people to traverse. That is something now when you're actually saying nothing has been done.
You didn't say he never said nothing.
In lie your fuck. I saw you right line. Me say very little fucking progress being made. Yes, you have to bump up that line.
Little progress.
That's what
I have to take into consideration over the time. Because, for example, me here say 4 years.
Let me finish, please. Him said very little progress have been made. All right, let me give him that. Right? Him said since ground broke, very little progress have been made. A man come on the platform and make we know say what happened was, when they started working on the first part of the infrastructure, the water came and washed it away. Now they have managed to move it out of the ground and a cast. And that we are not talking about, you know, and IBN would have led us to believe that little to nothing has been done.
He said very little progress. Come on.
How long has the bridge been down? How long has the bridge been down?
4 years. 4 years. 4 fucking years. And let me tell you this, Kimani. Let me explain. The river wash with the Ras Bridge. And I said the bridge wash with out of one highway. If a river wash with a bridge, you must understand, so when you are built back, you have to make concessions so the river going to come down again. At the river, the Ras wash with the bridge in the first place. So the excuse. I'm not talking to you, man. I talk to Kimani. I talk to Kimani. Hold on. I'm not talking to you. Talking to a man with a fucking brain right now. I'm not talking to you.
Two trees soon come back and get emotional.
Man, listen. Yo, man.
Yeah. You're gonna say something after me.
Hold on, the Newton Brown. Let me just finish this point. If you, as an engineer, walk into a situation and you line up, you say the bridge was washed away by water, and you are going to replace the bridge. My father was a contractor. I see him put up many columns out in the middle of the ocean all the time and never have a problem. When I was building my house on the farm, I started in October in a big rain, and I had a sump pump out water out of the excavation.
Naya, he's there.
Yo, Bridget, me attack. I am Rasta.
Come on, finish now, Mr. Vegas.
Trace is there, Naya. Trace is there. Trace, try come on.
Me go mute it. Yo, me try not to mute you, yo. I'm try not to drop you at this, you know. Me say my father set up whole heap of footing.
And drop today, you know. That's cool, man. All we can reason, bro.
Here comes Trace.
Trace, put your camera on and show them the bridge. What
Give me the big box, Naya. Give me the big box.
Me not see camera access. Give me.
Look for your, you know, see a camera that.
Alright, want to turn it around. Let me turn it around.
Click on your face and you go to one little circle. Good. That's at the bridge. That is the bridge. That look like it complete, Naya?
You know,
that look like it partial.
Nobody
said partially complete, Naya?
Nobody.
Is that partially complete? I never saw anybody say complete. Is that partially complete?
So would you call that little to no work has been done?
Fuck yes. There's a fucking platform.
Yes, it is little to no work has been done.
This is the
bridge just that bridge reached nowhere.
Yeah,
this is
the bridge.
Nobody at work
No,
now.
if Ben was sitting here, oh my goodness, you people.
This is the footbridge. This is
the
main.
Be a liar and all that crap.
The first footbridge that was put up there, Naya.
For the vehicles. That's in a 4-year period. That's in a 4-year period.
I'm standing on the footbridge. This is the river.
So that's what they did in 4 years?
Yes. 4 years.
No, 7 months.
4 fucking years.
7
No,
months.
4 rise years I got the bridge wash away.
7 months.
4
months.
Why we don't reason?
Everybody attack at the same time.
Listen to the facts now. Listen to the facts. This ground broke 7 months ago for this project, brother, and that is where them reach, bro. No listen to nobody, bro. Anybody in
after 4 years.
This
of 4 years that bridge wash out. That bridge wash out 4 years ago.
Can make it. You're shouting, bro.
Can I say something? Hi, can I say something?
Busha, 1 second, please. 1 second, please. That's 1 second, please. Let's just listen to this carefully. Naya, listen. Don't listen to no 4 years argument. This ground broke for this project 7 months ago, bro. 7 months. This is not a project from 4 years ago, brother. 7 months. Don't listen to nobody, bro. And you, as a man,
since the bridge has been washed away, 4 years ago, it just
4 years ago it washed away.
Exactly.
Illusion. Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when the permit, when they got the you know, all of the procurement and everything of the sort of the premise that broke ground 7 months ago for it to start.
And that's what I wanted to talk about.
7 months ago.
Vegas.
So anybody in a construction, anybody know about infrastructure would understand that this is a major step, bro.
And there is a problem with procurement.
Any man look on this and say little to nothing has been done is a disingenuous liar.
1 second, there is a problem. Hold on a second, which the government talks about. There's a problem with the procurement process in Jamaica because of red tape, because of bureaucracy. It takes all a year or two. And he did spoke about this bridge in particular to say, yes, there is a red tape. The procurement process is extremely slow. This is the reason why now we have Ardra Marks, who is designed to cut out those red tapes and bureaucracy. So it took a long time. So when Vegas said, yes, it was 7 months ago when it started, he's correct. He's correct. It's because of the progress that was made, because of the procurement. And the reason for that is because of corruption in the system. They make it so hard for government to get stuff going. They put in so much red tape. So you have to take into consideration, yes, it was 4 years ago, it was washed away, but you have to take into consideration the process for it to get to this stage.
Okay, thanks for the intelligent tone. Can I come in now?
Yes, Newton, it's your time. The mic is yours.
Yeah, man, thanks very much. And thanks for having me. The GLP has always said that the PMP have actually done nothing for 18 years, plus Mama P time, right? And that is a blatant lie. So when they are going to be talking about a little bridge that somebody say a little thing and it can be proven there, that's nothing to argue about, right? But what I think and lady, what you were saying a while ago, we boasted much that Andrew has done so much and initiated so much since he came in, and at such a short period of time after he came in. Yet you conclude that these things have to be done over a long period of time before they can start. So when Andrew came in and we said that Portia set these things ablaze before he came in and took over all these projects,
and finish them up. We were not telling any lie. Okay? That is one. Now, my philosophy is that right now, you see, I believe that the argument in Jamaica at this time of an election should not be about what has been done in 2 years up to an election. When we have so much current situation that is so uneasy in the country at this point in time, like the kind of corruptions that we have been hearing about, things been overdraft, buying excessively, and all of these little things that are happening, and the lies that are just going left, right, and center. And even more so, that the IC have reports there that have been put down for months, and we are to be voting for some people that we don't know who are considered to have maybe stolen our money. That is, I cannot understand it. We have people there.
Repeat the part, brother. Repeat the part. I think I didn't hear what you said about.
We have people in the system that the IC have reported to be questionable as it pertains to their financial dealings with our public money. We don't know who they are, but they are there presented to us to vote for. Me never talk about Andrew, but remember saying that one.
Which side they come from? Which side they come from?
My friend, whether it's PMP or JLP.
So which side you're gonna vote for? So if you can't determine which side they are from, and it's 2 horses in the race, so you're still out and don't vote.
No, man. No, I am trying to be balanced here, you know. I am trying to be balanced.
Yes, and I am too. You know the thing, yeah. I don't like like when PMP come and campaign like they are for civil society, they are for
Master,
community.
You don't tell me how to campaign. Listen, I am talking.
Listen, I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not. So that means the one me say offend you then?
No, it don't offend me. Because
then why you say me I tell you how to campaign?
What I am saying, so let me finish what I'm talking. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Let me finish, please.
I said it's a shame that there are persons there that the IC have sent out reports that have been misappropriating our funds, and we don't know who they are, and yet we are asked to vote for them, which could be any one of them.
That is not true. No report is in Parliament waiting to be tabled. They have.
Sister, make man finish your sister, make man finish the man.
And if they are tabled, why are there gag orders on the people's mouth that we cannot know who they are? So we are supposed to be voting for thieves. That's what you are suggesting. That's what is left for us to do, madam. That is not right. And then even at this late hours, all of these buses and things that they are buying there, these drill business and all of them things there, and the lies and all of those things, and we are leaving those things unchecked. We're not supposed to be having thieves doing things for us even as good as they want to do it. While they are doing $200 good, they are stealing billions of dollars. Huh?
Let me tell you something, Newton. I'm not even going to get into any of that type of a conversation. Not that people should have an open check for right and scam our tax dollar. My concern is this. When you collect my money, my tax dollar, why do I have to praise you for it to benefit me? Little or no progress has been made on the tri-bridge. The first footbridge that was made, we had to come together as a community and build that bridge. 4 years ago, the bridge washed out. An election cycle is almost back on top of us. And it's only because they believe that this is something that will appeal to the constituency why they are making this attempt. Marissa Dalrymple broke ground almost 5 years ago on a fire station in South Trelawny in Ulster Spring, and all she did was clean up the fence area and mash down 2 old buildings. There's no hospital, no running water, no employment. Why should we glorify 30 or 40% of a bridge that our tax dollar is paying for, and it is not accessibly cut off 2 parishes from a third? Manchester and St. Elizabeth is inaccessible for the past 4 years. through a 20 minutes drive. It take almost an hour and a half around the other way. Why should we glorify that? What's there to glorify?
But IBM, if the people that uses this bridge want to be conned out by what they see there, I mean, it's a pity for them. That is obvious there. If the government do something.
Hold on. You guys having a conversation with yourself or each and I get time and then people can chime in. Because if we're not having a conversation, but I'm gonna say we can check out and make one own talking.
Can I ask a question, please?
I am going to only have a conversation with people who are reasonable.
No, can I ask a question? But me think now I have to put back on a time thing if I saw it I go still.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, Jim. Go ahead. Ask a question. Go ahead and ask a question.
How long is that MP is in that consequency?
Almost 5 terms. 5 terms. She just keep on carry the other day. Allegedly. Yeah, 5 terms.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they have a problem.
Hold on. This is not the bridge in Michael Phillip consequency.
This bridge is Trelawney. This bridge is Trelawney.
I'm asking a question. This is not the bridge.
No, Michael Phillips is not. No, it's not. Michael Phillips is not Trelawney. Michael Phillips is not Trelawney. This is Trelawney.
Jimmy.
Okay.
Is this the same bridge? It's the river border Manchester and Trelawney.
But is the bridge in Trelawney or Manchester? Tell him.
The bridge is none of the parish. The bridge is on the border. The bridge is the border. The river is the border.
All right.
When did they revise the border? When was it revised? When?
Hold on. I hear a guy ask Vegas. I hear a guy ask Vegas a question about the social program, the benefit thing where the
hold on, just go ahead and click on it. Go ahead and click on it, bro. Go ahead and click on it and then press save. Yeah.
The benefit thing where the government come in for poor people. And I hear the guy say him no want the government to run the country like dictatorship when hands out to go to poor people. You live in America. There's a system in America where the government help poor people.
Mute. You continue, brother. Continue, bro.
Me have to continue, Vegas.
No, sorry, James. I think the made attack. Trey, sorry. I know you meant
okay. Yeah, someone have to ask him. Isn't there's a system in America where the government help poor people? And is it that system is cause America to run like a dictatorship?
No.
Why when time? Sorry?
It's not true.
Not true with what?
The government don't give out free houses.
Musha, what he's saying is no, listen what he's saying.
Government in America do not give out free houses, and you never see Donald Trump walk around and I said, may I give out one house? Donald Trump, you ever see Donald Trump? Hold on. Have you ever seen Joe Biden? You asked a question, I'm answering your question. Have you ever seen Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Obama or George Bush at the outhouse?
There's a system in America.
Mister, if you ever seen Vincent, mute up your mic. Your background is very noisy. You asked a question.
Affordable houses in America where they give to poor people to live in.
Naya, can you mute on Vincent? Are you asking a question? So now wait for the answer. James, you ask a question. Prepare for the answer. Good.
Affordable houses in America where they give poor people
are you
to
stuck?
live in.
Is this guy? Anyone hearing me?
Why you have so much homeless people on the street?
Homeless people are everywhere in every country. Homeless people are Jamaica. Homeless.
Why do you have so much of the American?
I don't know. I never go out for that. Am I responsible? Are you saying I'm responsible now for homelessness in
So
America?
why are you defending it then? Because he just made a point.
I am not defending anything. He asked a question and I'm giving an answer.
Sir, you're talking
listen,
like
don't sir me around.
Sir, you're
talk.
talking
If
like
you ask me a question,
like
listen.
you need the air in
I
here.
am.
You're sounding like you're deaf. You don't have to
ask a question.
You don't
man.
have to
If you
shout.
ask a question, be prepared for the answer.
You don't have to shout.
Don't
You
tell me
sound
what
like
I
you're-
have to do. I
Don't
am not
put
telling
in
you
the
what to do.
action.
I don't care what you do. Don't tell me what to do. I don't care what you do. So don't tell me what to do.
These people
I'm
behave like
simply
they're not
saying.
Jamaican. All right,
Yes.
guys, let's calm down. Let's calm down and get back
Right.
to
You ask a question. When you ask a question, be prepared for the answer. There's nowhere in America where no government personalize any benefit, any social program. And I've said this over and over. We need, as politicians, to stop it. I remember when Mutty Perkins was one of the greatest talk show hosts in Jamaica, and he talked about PJ Patterson and his scarce benefits and spoil. And I agree with him. We need to stop treating our people so undignified. You have to line up and go back a politician and go beg them this and beg them that. No. All our social benefits need to stop being personalized by politicians. We need to have an opportunity to express ourselves with dignity. Nothing that I get or benefit from should be attached to a political party.
But
and we need to set that principle. Yo, don't call me name, man. And address somebody else. I'm tired of your harass. Come like us on ginger fly now, man. Harass.
But me not understand.
Nobody hold me and beat me, make the slave master slave me, man. I have a right to not want.
I don't understand when you say the government not giving out free money in America. I don't understand that. What you say?
Never said that. I say don't have to be fucking personalized.
What that mean?
You don't have to be.
Explain
it simply mean you don't have to be. You don't have to go up a Joe Biden office or Donald Trump office go sign up for it. The Social Security office is separate. The Social Security office. Listen to what I'm saying, Virgin. The Social Security benefits, your disability benefit, any welfare you want has nothing to do with a political party. You don't care which party is in.
What's different from when Mr. Vega said government set up a fund, a pension fund for poor people?
My friend, I am talking. And I'm explaining myself. It does not have to do, it has nothing to do with the political party in power.
So the government of Jamaica was setting up a funding or a program for children when they reach 18. It has to do with a political party. Isn't it a government initiative? And the PMP, if they should ever get in office, they can decide to continue it, yes or no?
The benefit in the United States.
The problem I have with you know.
You don't have a problem with me, man. You don't have a rasa problem with me. Your problem is with your fucking self. I'm gonna tell you again, don't fucking address me. Virgin, what I'm telling you, you can't hear that. What hard in a ras like that? You do what the fuck you want to do. You do you. You're not gonna ras beat me down like no fucking slave. It be no worshipper of no fucking political party. Whatever you want to do.
The benefits in the United States, you know, is not politically motivated, you know, it's racial motivated. You understand? It have a lot to do with race.
That's a different conversation. But what I'm saying is,
no, we're not saying a different conversation. We're talking about what you just say about.
What I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. For you to say the initiative where the government have put forward to create an opportunity for children when you get to a certain age is not a government program. That is disingenuous. And if you're going to say food stamp is not a government program, then we don't understand what I say.
No, what we are saying is that it was
food stamp in America is a government policy. We have
it was talking about
the initiative where the government put forward for have funds available to children on the PATH program or under the state care when they reach 18 can get benefits is a government program, is a government initiative. So to now say that it is a Jamaica Labour Party initiative, that is disingenuous. And I understand what
he was saying that in no shape or form is supposed to have politicians giving out handout to people because they use it as an entrapment. But what I'm saying is that
politicians are not doing handout with the solidarity
I'm talking
program.
about
all the programs that are happening in Jamaica. Let me finish, sir. All the programs that are happening in Jamaica. Let me finish, please.
Yeah, but why you listen to me now? Why you listen to me now?
Well, let me finish and then you talk. All the programs that the government initiated in Jamaica, the solidarity program, the tax back program, when they give up people money from the tax administration. All of these programs are government initiatives. They are government programs. They are not Jamaica Labour Party programs. They are government programs, sir. So yeah, but just Mr. like Vegas, in America, we have government programs.
Treated that way.
Mr. Vegas, tell us I waste your time.
Very done. Hear me now. Yeah. The black tank, the what them a give out. Is that a solidarity program? Very done. When you have to run, go back at them how back at the government, go kiss their ass, forget one.
Brother, tank give a
12 by 12. No man, me ask. The 12 by 12 concrete house, them what them a give it to poor people. I have to run, go politician office, go sign up for them. In my constituency, I am the only person with running water in my community. Everybody have to run, go line up back a politician to get one black tank. You know how these things.
Why is it? Well, I don't want to straight for the point, you know. What me ask is, because the gentleman before Vegas was saying something about government giving out benefits and stuff. You understand? There's nothing wrong with that because you have people who really can't fend for themselves who need all them help. You understand? What I was saying to that gentleman there is that it's the same thing in the United States of America. You see me? Them give out benefits and all of that to all kind of set of people. You see me? All over the United States, and it's
just like with COVID and them that give out the help of money.
Yeah, because remember, I know it run through. It's politically. What I was saying that if he was talking about the United States not doing it and Jamaica doing it because it is politically motivated, it's also politically and racially motivated in the United States because they give black people a lot of benefits just to keep them that way, so them not work, so them not try to get that education and try to go college and all them thing there. Them just wait on that little social program there in the United States. So if you think it's not politically, it's politically motivated, but it's politically motivated through racism to keep the black man down and depend them.
Barry, I never want to go to the racist part because I'm not at the level of conversation.
No, I was just explaining it to him because he was saying there's no program in the United States who support people. I mean, I tell him, so no, you understand?
So my problem is, my problem is,
no, listen. On too anxious for talk fuckery. I am simply saying, when you go to the Social Security office in America, it is not a PNP office or a JLP office. Hold on. You don't go to, listen to my brethren. You don't, can somebody mute? Chris, good. You don't go to a Democratic office or a Republican office. The Social Security office is going to be there. It doesn't matter who the fuck is in power. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. I am saying what we do on the flip side. In Jamaica, what you have to do, you have to go down to your MP office or your councillor office. That is what I'm talking about. That's the difference.
Hold on, but brethren, it does. There is a program set up, for you go without you have to.
Listen, bro, give me a second. Big up on yourself.
If you choose to go to the PNP office or the Labour Right office, that is your choice, But there is program where you go to.
Timeless Africa speech.
Stop, bro.
Let him land first. With all due respect, let Barry land.
Ibn just explained to him. He's not understanding Ibn, and he's going back to the same argument, bro. What Ibn is saying, bro, is like, you say, Andrew Holness is the leader of the party, and them agree with the houses, them. You notice Andrew Holness got a cut ribbon and a sign it off, bro. Ibn is saying that would never happen. Right? It wouldn't be Andrew Holness signing that off. It would be a government program. No, it actually looked like Andrew Holness hand off this house to this person. Exactly. Political. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, but don't the same thing in the United States. When you're in the United States and they do it in the development, you got the mayor.
Never mind.
And why don't always say that? Hold on. Why is it that when somebody complain about something in Jamaica, you always hear somebody say, if it does stay so in the US? Why? Why anybody explain that to me?
Because it stays so. Barry, no.
No, a person never say nothing about the US. Like the man complain about how the government them hand over things.
You know why they like that,
it's still like that in the US.
They ask a question if it happened in the United States.
Hold on, nobody can hear me, right?
Listen.
Okay, so because it happened in the United States, as long as it happened in the United States, that makes it right.
Brother, the man was comparing, he was asking, so we answer it.
Brother, as long as it happened in the United States, then it's right. That's not the point. Let me tell you something.
He was asking.
Bro, just stop talking, bro. You're not listening.
No, you're not listening.
You're not listening when I say time.
You're not listening what I say. Are you trying to say I'm saying something? I'm trying to say to you, said the man was asking, so I was explaining.
The so man, at them draw the equivalence in the timeless.
Right.
And nobody draw the equivalence.
Yeah, but he said if you see
let me show you. Do you see
things?
Oh my. Me understand what Ibn is saying now. Me do. Ibn comparison is not the one he's making. Again, do you see any president going around giving out subsidized housing in America?
That's what the man asked.
Yeah.
All right, so let me speak on
it. Hold on. Him say yeah. Which president you see doing that?
Well, the president himself not doing it, but he might appoint somebody to represent him.
That's the fucking point. Thank you. Yes.
Another point.
It's not because the United States, the president of
Brother, I need you to stop on track. You see, you talk too fast, right? Yeah. That's the point, right? It's actually the prime minister that go there cut the ribbon, right? The president is not doing that. It's an arm of the government that is responsible for that. So now it doesn't appear that you get a free house from the president, right? Can I chime in when the prime minister does it?
Can I chime in on that, please? Because I think we're going off track. Timeless. What the argument is
off track, bro. It's not off track. He didn't make a statement, right? This guy is not tracking, and I'm trying to get him to understand where IBN is coming from.
What he's saying is, bro, I think we misunderstand each other. The argument was made, right? This is how the conversation started. The program in Jamaica, where the prime minister, with the Jamaica Labour Party government initiated, right, implemented, is a program where them create a foundation or a program where them put money in it, I guess yearly or whatever, annually, whatever, them put a certain amount of money in the program. And this is to benefit children who are on the PATH program or children who are under the state care when they reach 18. So it's a government initiated program or initiative, right? So it has nothing to do with just Labour Party per se, but a Labour Party government actually implemented this. Nothing has changed with the political system we have in Jamaica. That's why people always say a PMP start that and a JLP start that. You understand me? I say we have a different system than the United States system. So for someone to say if we say Donald Trump a cut ribbon is disingenuous. Yeah, the Prime Minister is in charge of housing. That comes under his portfolio, brother. He's in charge of housing. If it was not the Prime Minister in charge of housing, and let's say Nesta in one of them, maybe they would be the one out there cutting the ribbons. But this man here in charge of housing, bro.
Can I ask you a question, Vegas? Who put the Prime Minister in charge of housing?
Bro, whether him do it or whether
answer my question. Who put the Prime Minister in charge of housing,
bro?
Vegas?
It's immaterial. We are arguing.
Answer this question. Let's be honest to the people. Who put the Prime Minister in charge of housing?
If him put himself in charge of housing, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying to you is, if he was in charge of transportation, he would be out there doing what Darrell Vaz is doing, sir. That is what we're saying about different political system than what is in the US. To be making
Vegas, you could talk if he was in housing and not doing anything. But now that he's housing and doing something, people have problem with that. Because he's representing
but my problem is I think we're arguing over something so trivial. Because the Prime Minister is cutting a ribbon and him is there when the host them again. That's his portfolio, bro.
What's his portfolio? What if he wasn't doing it?
But Vegas.
Well, another, it's not even about him not doing it. What I'm saying is,
you know what you guys are, Vegas? You guys are very disingenuous. Right? Just stop, bro. You guys are very disingenuous. You know what?
No. You're not
Don't
understanding the conversation.
No.
When Edward
I do
Seaga,
understand, bro. I've been here this all morning. No, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make this argument. Hold on, bro.
Edward Seaga was in charge of finance.
Just clear this up, bro.
When Edward Seaga was in charge of finance, who represented us financially and was there when every program in terms of finance was happening?
PJ was in charge of finance too, and them put themselves there. That's the point.
But was PJ representing that portfolio?
For about a year and a half.
No. Answer, was PJ representing?
Yes, for a year and a half, yes.
Thank you.
No, but him actually find somebody else put there and never just stick there, right?
We're not arguing that, but I'm not
even, you're making it trivial, right? You see this ceremony, make it very trivial, right? Like say, oh, it's just cutting off the ribbon. Ibn can contest to this, right? This have a lot more to do with just cutting the ribbon, right? Cutting the ribbon is not what I'm arguing about. The way people take from it is if it wasn't from the Prime Minister, I would not have gotten this. That's the message that's sent. And that has nothing to do with Prime Minister, that has to do with the government. That's why I don't like it. It's too political.
So you're basically saying when the Prime Minister giving out houses, if he sends somebody else to do it at all times, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that's not your problem. All right.
No,
that's your problem,
bro.
And then
Baridan, you might think what I'm saying is trivial. It is not. You have a continuation behind it. Like these people now feel like their life is hinged to the Prime Minister. That's why I don't like it. I am not saying he's not doing a good job, by the way, but then feel like if I never to be the Prime Minister, I couldn't get this. And it's not like that. It's a government program.
Do you have a problem? Timeless. Let's give him a clap for the tunes, right?
The red ribbon and him a proclaim a theme party, making them achieve all of this. So them should politicize it in that aspect. You know what I mean?
All right, let's put the ribbon aside.
Do you guys have a problem though when the opposition is putting forward anything and him go there go represent it though? Do you have a problem with that?
Wait, no, that's what I want to talk about now, because when giving him
answer my question first before you move the goalpost. Yeah. When the opposition is out there,
do we give Portia the credit for the thousands that she gave in 4 years, as opposed to thousands of indigenous houses?
Of what?
As opposed of the same kind of
what kind of houses?
Poor relief house, or what you want to call it, as opposed to the.
So did you see when Portia was cutting the ribbon for them projects?
No.
All right, Berry. All right. Hold on. Give me 1 second on this, please.
As opposed
1
to 300 from Andrew.
Newton.
For 8 years.
Hold on, Newton. Yeah. Give me a second on this. I want us to look at the National Housing Trust, and I want to look at when Michael Manley took power in 1972. There were 3 different classes of houses that were giving out under Michael Manley government. You have one, right, for the poor and the poor and the poor. You had what they call the owner-occupier. It was a 2-bedroom, living room, and a veranda, and it was a Cuban project. You have another one where they would give you 1 room and you finish another room. And then they had one, it's just a 1-room board house. And none of them, you never have to go to your MP office to sign up for. None of them. They go straight through the government. That was cut out. The 1-room single one was under the poor relief. That is correct. The other 2 were under the National Housing Trust. None of them you had to go to an MP or a councillor office. What we are doing currently, we are creating garrisons all over Jamaica.
No, that's what the Prime Minister do. That's what the Prime Minister doing. The Prime Minister is cutting out garrison because instead of making
he's creating. Hold on, brother. Let me make my Barry. I am making. You see how quiet I have been because I have to smoke a cigar if you calm down.
What they have?
Let me tell you. Let me explain something. The Prime Minister is moving garrisons from out of the garrisons and spreading the garrisons out across Jamaica. That is what we need to stop. You
that is what you see. That is what you see. That is what you see.
But Bridget, hold on.
Nobody
if I see it, perception, hold on. Perception is reality. And I don't care how you see it, perception is reality. My perception is my reality.
If the house
my perception is my reality.
The house them is 10 and 20 and 50 miles apart. How can that create a garrison?
Because you have to stay loyal to the party who give you the house.
That don't define a garrison.
That is a garrison. It is.
But here we go now. Here we go now, IBN. You may know say nonsense you talk.
I'm gonna be kind to you. I'm gonna be kind to you. Hold on, man. Don't refer to me. I am not referring to you. None of what I say have anything to do with you. And I am probably just going to leave the live because, hold on, man. I don't care. I don't want to talk to you.
Garrison is when Michael Manley did a movie people, man, put them in a constituencies where them come from. That's a garrison.
The people them there them yard and have them land and them get a house on it. That have nothing to do with garrison.
You're just upset that the man come expose your lie about the tri-bridge and that you're upset boy, you know. And I mean, the man if because we expose you.
Well, on the real one, I think Jamaica for use the same.
No, you know, some of the politics already. I just come for make you know, say if you check what's up, I send anything them to you. You know, I not check politics already, especially with anybody. Yeah, I just want to make you know, say if you check what's up, I send anything them from there.
Okay, it's some other cell phone. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. But what I'm saying is like cool. In Malaysia was poorer than Jamaica, you know. And in Malaysia, if you're not born in Malaysia, you cannot own land. You know what I mean? And the tourism sector, lots of the hotel, the government own them. I think, you know, Jamaica will learn from Malaysia and implement certain strategic move, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who born in Jamaica don't own nothing. But you have the people them who have a little bit of money from America come down there, you know, them file for dual citizenship. You never know that's how easy it is. And then buy up them land and property and investment. The money now trickle down to the poor people, them it seems in this government. Yeah, a lot of big building go up, a lot of government building go up, but it not trickle down to the poor people, them, bro. So all that little bit of growth, it not show. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny that
you said it not trickle down to the people them when poverty cut in two, poverty rate cut in two by 50%. How it not trickle down?
Well, I'm just
if you have the poverty rate at over 16% and it's now 8.something%, how is it not trickling down with the infrastructure?
Let me show you. Hold on there. What you said, Naya, very important, right? And a lot of small country does this to protect their citizens. Well, a lot of small islands, right? No, may I go show you? You see when you go say poverty rate, one of you stop being disingenuous. You see, when you're in poverty, there's actually an amount that you must make below that, right? But just let's call this amount 18,000 Canadian dollars. I actually think it's roughly 18,000 Canada. So may I talk about use that as a number. So it means if you make 18,000 and lower, you're living in poverty. Just say that number was 10%, right? But now we cut that in half now, because half of that 10% is now making more than 18,000, right? Now they might make 18,500, 18,900, or even 20,000. You see, you guys thinking that the poverty rate it cut in half is a big deal. Not necessarily if everybody just start make a little bit more than what them did not make before. They're now just making a little bit more, because in Canada, as soon as you make over 18,000, you're no longer falling in that category. All you make is $100 more. So you can't use that as a marker.
If I tell you something, it's kind of different in Jamaica because you are going to know. You see, where a lot of people don't understand. No, you used to have a household, right? You used to have a household where, say, a father alone at work and the mother take care of the children them, see? And the father make $50,000 every fortnight. All right. The difference is that where a little technical thing come in right now is that where they come in with the call center and a lot of other works where you have the youngster them getting a smaller wages than the parents. We are okay then. You have four child in the household where you earn $30,000. Right? So that's 4 3, that's 12. So that's 12 plus a 50. So you have $170,000 in the household instead of $50,000. That's a metric where a lot of people don't understand it, because a lot of these young people who never used to have a job, who used to burden the parents them and the parents them income, now what them do is triple the income, where the kids them drop in and out. So you have a household that have an income of $170,000 instead. That's where they start. Now, 2 persons, a brother and a sister out of that family, in couple years' time can even forget the house through housing trust. Right? If them willing, they can move on to get a better job. They can go back to school or whatever. But this is just a starting to show you that normally you never used to have a 17-year-old leaving out of school and able to get a job.
How are they going to finance their education?
Are you going to stay in a $30,000 job? Are you not going to try to study and try to move up in life?
If the 19 million for that 5 years.
Chris.
Hello?
Minimum wage is not to buy houses, okay? Minimum wage is what this is what government says. I do not agree with this bullshit that you need to give people more money so they can afford shit. I actually don't believe in that. Minimum wage is what the government says. Every country, right? This is the minimum you can live on as a single
person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It means if you go get married, you're gonna need more. People now start to say, oh, now that I'm making a minimum wage job, I can afford to buy 2 houses. I don't think that should ever happen.
But I don't think there isn't about making it attractive. What the government is saying is, and what minimum wage means, it means, as we say, nobody can pay you lower than that if an employer. That is what it means. But there are programs there in the society where can actually move you from that.
Developing skills, education can make you make a lot more, right?
Your financial status can change with the programs that might implement. So, and at this point, even with housing and everything, somebody phone rings. Even at this point with housing and everything, you have NHG alone. I get people loan and everything. You can get $9 million. Can get from $9 to $14 million of the $14
okay.
million.
So somebody, how do you calculate mortgage in housing trust mortgage? How does it calculate? In England, you have to earn 5 times your salary. Out of 5 times salary for them to give you a mortgage. It has to be 5 times the salary. Okay? It has all they calculate it. So how do they calculate somebody in Jamaica?
If you're paying into the housing trust, the national housing trust, the program, if you're paying into national housing trust.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess your qualification with based on that.
Is it the amount of money you contribute to the housing trust?
I don't know if it's the amount of money, but what I'm saying is once you pay in housing trust and you're qualified, they will give you up to from nine to upwards, 9 million to upwards, so you can actually purchase a home. If your minimum wage is $16,000 per week, you'll be earning 4 times that per month. Yes, so that will be a mortgage. That is
million,
yes.
Risk default, right?
So and what else will you get for that?
Well, currently them have 1 bedrooms in Jamaica. I think the 1 bedroom are for 8 million. I think the 2 bedroom them are go for 12 to 14 million.
So
Yeah, but you don't have
why
to use
why
you don't have to use your money to buy a house, you know. You can use your money to build a house, you know. And also you can have a 1 bedroom house or a 2 bedroom house, and you use your money to build up on that house.
Also,
So why
it wasn't the housing trust
PMP
too.
feel to say like stop at minimum wage? Why PMP feel to say once you are at minimum wage, you can't move from this? The Prime Minister have a program where he give young youth same money as minimum wage to go out to learn a skill. So why PMP are always debating on minimum wage? Like person life, just stop at minimum wage.
So what?
Yeah,
Difference of the education, because
level up to level 3 or whatever. I've been working, gradually going to heart and I count my level, I still at work. You are
the 1.9.
Okay.
but that's but
So I think even currently in Jamaica,
money that is you're gonna be left with after you pay your mortgage and the rest of the bill is gonna have you struggling for food. They won't give you a mortgage because they know within 2 weeks of being laid off, you're out of a home.
So you consider as high risk.
They don't consider
I jump off here.
high
Give thanks
risk.
to reason here.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to throw me forward.
No, man, no. From long time, I'm here now. About 5 hours, I'm here.
No.
Yeah, man. IBM, my general.
Yo, Vegas.
Yo.
You got the food up plate in a long time.
Always that
story.
IBM, the man expose you on the bridge.
Which bridge?
Jamaica have some good things going for them still.
Well, I know. Timeless. Vegas are a real idiot. Because
don't we all do that?
I know. A real idiot, you know. The bridge wash were 4 years ago. 7 months ago, they had a groundbreaking. Them come up and say the reason why they haven't made any progress is because the river wash with the footing. If a river wash with a bridge, and you get an engineer and a contractor to rebuild the bridge, the first thing you're going to remember what caused the bridge.
If this average is going to take 20 years to finish.
Of course.
That's not much, to be honest.
But look here,
in 7 months.
these people have no standard and then don't know quality in leadership. And as long as you are not with them and kissing politician ass and take them shit, make bread and butter, you not on their side.
No,
idiot, man.
And it's not. They might not know standard, you know, but I tell you, I don't know they don't know better. You see, anytime you see them take a side, whether it be PMP or JLP, anytime you see them take a side, no matter what, if the man them come and cut off their own mother head, them will justify there's something wrong with their mother, and the Prime Minister did have to remove her head. I saw them all tell you that is how dedicated the man them is.
And it's about emotion rather than logic.
Not in the election, whatever. The Prime Minister says 18 months before an election is due, right? It is not necessary to replace her. An election is coming, right? You remember it was last year when
they had a by-election.
No, last year, no man, last year. Even on the Prime Minister's desk, I did a few posts and I spoke on this issue about instituting a MP. Then have a little carry. Very irresponsible. That lady promised Southern Trelawney water.
Look, my dog has a Vegas idiot. My dog has a Vegas idiot.
Them promise the place water from the woman go in. Them say, them a get water. Here she's been there 20 years later, and then still don't get water yet. But no hospital. Then deserve it. More dollar impulse. They need to get more dollar impulse and more dollar impulse. Taller than me, brother. Can't see the post at night time, so they're not driving at night. And your MP get 5 terms. You're kidding me? Anyway, man, I'm not not hear me still, but that is something I left it.
Yeah, man, we are hear you, man. We are hear you. I hear you. We are hear you loud and clear.
But as men I said, I just that are the mentality of the Jamaican people. Them say from them pick a party. Me did have a brethren. Me and him grew up. A whole always struggle together. We go college and you would have feel say whole we come out intelligent and me feel say alright, we're on the same page. I'm shocked the brother turn political donkey now. You understand? So
do you know that you have something called intellectual dance?
Well, I discover it more and more lately, you know, because anytime the man them pick a side, you see from them pick a side, there is nothing where that side can do wrong again, whether it be PNP or JLP. I mean, no, so some PNP good there we feel happy when we have beat JLP, but may I tell you, PNP was a disgrace to Jamaica, to be honest, been about 40,000 times worse than the JLP. That is just the honest truth. But the reality is that the JLP blatant with their corruption. I never see corruption so much in a people's face like they do it right in front of your face like they say, see it here, may I do it? And the people them just take it. You know, one time corruption used to hide.
So how do you justify what you just said before that?
In front of my
Hold on, man. Hold on.
You made a statement
Hold
before
on.
you
Let me
said
tell you
that.
this though. Let me tell you something, Newton and Mark. This is the only time JLP going sorry for them fuck up so bad. One man a come up here now named Mark Golden. He going slap. He might go knock out the snot out of their nose. Watch him and them.
You know my thing about the two Jamaican party? Jamaica is 63 years next month, right? All right? 63, anybody hear me?
We are here, man.
I couldn't like it attentive listening at all.
No, sometimes I like when I shout, you know, I know so like yeah.
I tune used to people chime in when I'm
when people ever chime in. No. So if